When everything becomes unstable, what helps you feel steady? When it all gets confusing, what can you rely on for certain? When the path in front of you is unclear, clouded by fog, how do you find your way? When every road you try is blocked, how do you find the will to keep going? Is it your faith? Is it yourself? Is it the ones you love? Or is it simply because the only other choice is to give up and die? You are currently in the midst of darkness, a type of dark night you haven't experienced in a long time. All your dark nights of the soul left you questioning things, but mostly your own beliefs or the world around you. This type of haze is heavy. It is the cloud of wavering faith. Through all the trials and tribulations, the agonies and angst, the mental breakdowns and ego deaths, the shattering of your heart, the excruciatingly lonely isolation periods, your faith stayed intact. But now, God seems so far away. You recently rode a high wave where you felt inspired on this new timeline, where you were settling into this new version of you. You felt exhilarated, excited, enthusiastic, and after a couple of months on this high vibration, you were knocked down. It wasn't a force outside of you, though. It felt like a hurricane rising from within, coming to the surface and drowning you in a fear so big that it made your faith vanish to the point where you can't even remember what it felt like to hope, to believe. A raging anger replaced the love in your heart, that same love that took years to open up to after your heart was shut off. A deep sense of worthlessness and lack of purpose wiped out the confidence you worked so hard to build in your gut. Your mind, body, and heart have gotten exhausted from pulling themselves back up after every fall, from the healing after every bleed, from searching for the open doors when so many shut in your face. You can't find it in you anymore to believe abundance can be yours when it feels like you have been left with nothing. God sees you there and is saying to you now, "Sweet soul, let yourself feel faithless, but know you will never lose your way. Go ahead and wallow in your pain, sulk into your defeat, and let the hope die. You are meant to only do things from a place where you feel good, where you feel truly alive. You are meant to only do things with love, with simplicity, with faith. So if you can't find any of that now, do not move. Be angry with me, forget about me, but do not act. If this is how you will find surrender, then so be it. I know you have been asking me why things seem more difficult for you, why you couldn't just be normal and experience a regular life with a steady love, job, and daily routine. You have been yelling out to me, wondering why you have been wired in such a way where you will always seem to be on the brink of your best life, but never actually arrive. You cry, saying you have no place in this world, and you beg to just return to me. Darling, aren't you curious why I have kept you alive, even though I hear you asking to die? Don't you want to know what is left for you to experience? Doesn't it make you feel excited that there is still the opportunity to get to that other side where your most beautiful life awaits you? And you say, "But God, I am so tired. I feel numb. I feel nothing. I don't see the point. Why can't the beautiful life just be mine already so I can enjoy the rest of the time I am here?" God smiles and replies, "Do you want to know why the hurricane of fear started to form within you? It was when you stopped actively enjoying your life. You were soaring, flying high, in effortless control of your feelings, with a gentle yet firm hold on your faith, despite the conditions around you. You didn't know where you would end up, but you found peace in the moment, taking it all in and knowing all you had to do was stay mindful and take care of yourself, being in control of the journey. When you went on autopilot, everything went in disarray. You disconnected from the present, from your heart, from your soul. You went from being energy in motion to just going through the motions. You see, just as you can build momentum really quickly now to feel that high vibration, you can slow down and stop that momentum just as quickly. And it isn't through some crazy actions like it used to be. It is only through your feeling state. Do you feel that? I am here to wake you up again. I am here to remind you that you cannot experience feel-good manifestations without feeling good fully first. Let me ask you this. Does being on top feel better to the one who has only been on top, or to the one who gets there from rock bottom? Does water feel more nourishing to the person who has never experienced thirst, or to the dehydrated person coming from the desert? Does abundance mean more to the one who never knew life without it, or to the one who gained it after being left with nothing? Does being loved mean more to the person who has always had many people love them, or to the one who was neglected and starved of it most of their life? There are many things you have never been without, my love, and you will never be without it. But those desires you ache for that have become non-existent in your life lately are being prepared for you. I have taken you to the point where you are so thirsty for them, feel so much lack of it, have hit the lowest point you think possible. This is not to punish you. First, I want you to learn to be happy even without them. I want you to master being calm, faithful, and at peace just as things are. I want you to feel you are on top and abundant regardless of what anything outside of you tells you. Second, I had to take you to the other extreme because I wanted you to feel the most alive you can when I bring in these grand manifestations. I know how invigorating it will feel to reach the top after seeing no way out from rock bottom, from having it all after losing everything, from being filled with love after starving for it. This is the type of alive and the type of life I wish for you. I want you to truly relish in how transcendent everything is going to be. You can't even fathom what I am creating for you. So go on and lose yourself in the fear, because I know when you find your way back, and you will, your faith will be even stronger. You'll wake up from the autopilot, hop back on with simple pleasure of the present journey to the unknown. And my love, I just know the way your heart will explode with tears of joy when you arrive, silently thanking me for keeping you alive to experience it all.